गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. We are in Jnaneshwari, chapter 17, verse number 7. We are going to start today, and here we are going to see what the foods. Yesterday, last class, Bhagwan said, now I shall explain to you what is sattvic food and what are the characteristics of rajasic and tamasic food. Hear it attentively. What is sattvic food? Now understand, when we talk about food, you will think it is modak, chakli, muruku, besan laddu, suji laddu, dal, sabji, chawal. That is one type of food. That is the gross food. There is another food that you are eating. Can somebody tell me?
Everything that we experience through senses.
Yes. So all the food that is coming as through the senses is also food. What else? So for the senses, the food are the stimuli. That is what nourishes them. What else is there? What other food is there?
Food for mind.
Yes. What is the food for mind? What is the food for mind?
Thoughts.
What quality of thoughts do we entertain in our minds, isn't it? So that will be the food for the mind. And what will it be for the intellect? With what convictions we live by. Are they conducive to our growth? Are they making us more relaxed? Are they making us life stress free in the sense when we are interacting with the world? Because those people who say that life is difficult, spirituality is difficult, it is so difficult, this is difficult, mind is difficult, control of senses is difficult, my wife doesn't allow me to meditate, my husband doesn't allow me to meditate, my children don't allow me to meditate, I have a job, I don't have a job, this corona is too much. See, what is your conviction? How have you programmed yourself? Because you are exhibiting your convictions by default. So what convictions have we harbored? See, so that will be the food for the intellect. Now, with this background, now you approach this topic. It will be helpful. What does he say? In the 7th verse, in the 17th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita or Jnaneshwari, Aharastvapi sarvasya trividho bhavati priyah yajnastapastatha danam tesham bhedamima shrunu आहारस्त्वपि सर्वस्य त्रिविधो भवति प्रियः यज्ञस्तपस्तथा दानं तेषां भेदमिमः शृणु. Here Jnaneshwar Maharaj says, food also preferred by all is of three kinds. So straight away we are on that topic, the three faiths. So your food is divided into again by sattva, rajas, tamas under these three categories. And so are sacrifice, austerity, and charity. Listen to this distinction of them. So also sacrifice is divided into sattva, rajas, tamas. Austerity, tapasya, also divided into sattva, rajas, tamas. Danam, charity, also divided into sattva, rajas, tamas. Then how will all this be helpful for us on our spiritual journey? Information is power. Having got this data, then we know what type of charity, what type of danam is sattvic danam. So we must, if we are caught up in the tamasic disposition or the rajasic, then we must move towards the sattvic. All this information is not to tell your mum or your wife or your husband, hey, you are doing sattvic or you are rajasic or you are tamasic. No, it is to assess ourselves. That's the only purpose, to assess ourselves. Because we want to grow, we want to realize, we want to purify. And we cannot purify if we are imposing these values, these assessments on others, if they have not asked for it. So in this way, here he says, Ani ekasare ahara kaise nitini mohara झालिया ते ही वीरा रोकडे दऊ तरी जेवणाराची रुची निष्पत्ती किम बोनियांची आणि जेविता तव गुणांची दासी येथ जे जीव करता भोक्ता तो गुणास्तव स्वभावता पावोनिया त्रिविधता चेष्टे त्रिधा म्हणवनी त्रिविधु आहारू यज्ञुही त्रिप्रकारू तपदान हन व्यापारू त्रिविध चीते पै आहार लक्षण पहिले सांगो जे म्हणितले ते ऐक गा भले रूप करू. He says, now I shall explain to you clearly how the same food comes to be of three kinds. Same food of three kinds. Listen attentively. The food has to be prepared according to the taste of one eating it, and the eater of the food is the servant of the gunas. The embodied self, who is the doer and the experiencer. Embodied self, the jiva. The jiva who is the doer and the experience. Where it says here, Je jiva karta bhokta. Jiva is the individuality, the jiva the individuality. And what is individuality? How is it recognized that there is an individuality? Even though it doesn't exist, but we think we are the doers, we are the enjoyers. Karta is the doer, bhokta is the enjoyer. This is the two horns, sing, of the ego by which it interacts in this world, and that is called jiva. Who is the doer and the experiencer, acts according to three kinds of his mental dispositions formed by the three gunas. So food is of three kinds, and so are sacrifice, charity, and austerities. Now I shall proceed to describe to you the characteristics of food first as promised, and in this way he is now going to take all these different what was the thing? Dana, tapa, and yajna, tapa, dana, and ahara. So let's see that he starts in the 8th verse. What are they? So this was an introduction to the new topic that he is beginning in this chapter. Now he is coming to the subject matter actually. Ayu sattva balarogya, Ayu sattva balarogya, Sukha priti vardhanaha, Sukha priti vardhanaha, Rasya snigdha sthira hrudya, Rasya snigdha sthira hrudya, Ahara satvika priyaha, Ahara satvika priyaha. आयु सत्त्वबलारोग्य सुखप्रीति वर्धनाः रस्या स्निग्धा स्थिरा हृदया आहारा सात्विक प्रियाः. He says in the 8th verse, food that promotes, what does it promote? Long life, that is sattvic. That promotes energy is sattvic. That which promotes vigor is sattvic. That also which promotes health, comfort and pleasure is sattvic, and also it should be tasty, then it is sattvic. Huh? This is, now you can apply it to every sense. Eyes don't like to see ugly things. Tongue doesn't like to taste untasty, unsavory food. Ear want to hear beautiful, pleasing, sweet sounds, and so on and so forth. And are tasty, what is that? Food that promotes also health, comfort and pleasure, and are tasty, oily, wholesome and agreeable. They are preferred by the सात्विका type. मतलब दबा के घी खाओ, दबा के बटर खाओ. नहीं हम मोटे हो जाएंगे, ये हो जाएंगे, नथिंग लाइक दैट. तो व्हाट ज्ञानेश्वर महाराज सेज वी विल सी. तरी सत्व गुणाकडे जे दैवे भोगता पडे, तय मधुरी रसी वाढे मेचुतया. आंगेची द्रव्ये सुरसे जे आंगेची पदार्थ गोडसे, आंगेची स्नेहे बहुवसे सुपक्वे जिये. आकारे नहवती डगळे स्पर्शे अति मवाळे, जिभे लागी स्नेहाळे स्वादे जिये. रसे गाढीवरी ढिली द्रवभावी आथिली, ठाये ठावो सांडिली अग्नितापे. आंगे साने परिणामे थोरू, जैसे गुरुमुखीचे अक्षुरू, तैशी अल्पी जिही अपारू तृप्ती राहे. आणि मुखी जैसी गोडे, तैसी चिहिते आंतुले कडे, तिये अन्नी प्रीती वाढे सात्विकांसी. He says, if a person is luckily disposed towards sattvic type of food, he becomes inclined to eat sweet things. Inclined, it's automatic. So what will happen if you are liking the spicy things or bitter things or achar and achar and achar? We'll tell afterwards. अभी सात्विक का सुन लो. So if a person is luckily, by God's grace, luck here means God's grace. Another place I heard, luck is L-U-C-K. Labor under correct knowledge is luck. It's not a कहीं से हो जाता है. So both ways you can take ईश्वर कृपा or labor under correct knowledge. You work towards it. God helps those who help themselves. Just by thinking, sattvic disposition will not come. We have to work towards it. We have to live alertly, that we don't fall into the trap of rajas or tamas. Now it also doesn't mean that because here it says they become inclined to eat sweet things. If we have diabetes and we start eating sweet thing, हो गया बेड़ा गर्क हो गया उसके बाद. It's a intelligent approach. The sattvic articles of foods are naturally savory, sweet, oily, and well cooked. They are well shaped, soft to touch, succulent and tasty. They are juicy and soft, and their liquidity is produced by heating. Who are we? Are we the Darwinian? We are following the Darwinian theory of evolution, that we were monkeys before and we are continuing to be somewhat like monkeys. Then we will live on the trees and eat everything raw. We are human beings. Our dental structure is such that neither we have the sharp teeth to tear into the meat, nor do we have the back teeth which can, like cow or buffalo, can keep chewing the grass. We can't do that also. We are delicate ones. So what is ideal for us? Cooked food, not overcooked and not undercooked. So you can read all this again. They are well shaped, soft to touch, succulent and tasty. They are, and you see, in South India and in fact everywhere in the country, I'm not saying just South India or Punjab, everywhere, when we if you eat, I lived in Varanasi for a long time, then I lived in Badrinath for quite some time. There we didn't have everything. सिर्फ एक चीज लगाते थे, कुछ भी सब्जी है उसमें सिर्फ हिंग, कट चिलीज एंड जीरा एंड मोरी, मस्टर्ड सीड्स और तड़का लगा दिया. इट यूज टू टेस्ट सो ब्यूटिफुल, सिंपल. Even in the ashram, simple. Then what happens? Tadka is the same, but the vegetable flavor then comes out. But here we put so much, anyway, that will come in the Rajasic type, the spices and everything. So, just as even a few words from the lips of the preceptor, that is Guru Maharaj, brings about a great transformation of the mind, so the sattvic food taken in small quantities gives immense satisfaction. Last week I think I concluded by saying how we should eat. If we divide our stomach into 4 parts, we should fill up 1 part with water, 2 parts with food, and when we are at the dining table or we are eating food, we must get up with 1/4 empty. We must still have a slight hunger. Should not become a glutton. Eat or eat. Why? We are for the tongue. Enjoy every bite. Trust me, if you want to do weight management, chew every bite that you put into your mouth, whether it is chapati, dosa, rice, whatever. Chew it for 16 times. Within 2 days, you will find that you can't eat what you used to eat normally. Automatically your intake will reduce by half, because now you are extracting all the nutrition from the food. You are not waiting for the stomach to break down the food. You are chewing it here, breaking it down here, and the satisfaction that comes with it fills you up. Try. So 1/4 with water, 2/4 with food, 1/4 empty when we get up from the dining table or any meal. Then what did it say? Second point, that last week or some last week somewhere I must have said it, that the food, the nutrition, well, nutrition in the food, what does the food nourish? It nourishes the gross matter, the roughage in the food. It goes and cleans up the large intestine, the fine, and as it is passing through the small intestine, all the nutrition is extracted from the food, and that gets transferred by the through the blood vessels, through all parts of the body, and the body gets nourished. But there's one more thing in the food that nourishes us, and that is the prana, that is the life in the food. And I think I mentioned last week that don't eat microwave food, it's dead food. It's pindadan. See? Those who live only on microwave, they are already in the Pitrulok right now. You don't have to go there, you are already there. See? So the pranas, the life force within the food, that goes to make the thoughts. That goes to make the thoughts. See? So choose wisely, eat fresh, not FFF, fresh from fridge. That is not fresh. Fresh means every meal is made, eat little bit, chew as much as long as you can. But eat fresh every day. See the difference that it will make. Within few days, you will start seeing the transformation. Automatically you will become calm. Mind will become calm. You will get good sleep. Unspoken energy will be there within you. These things you have to observe within yourself. Huh? So the sattvic food taken in small quantities. But we have got so used, 5 chapati, 10 chapati, उसके बाद भी पेट नहीं भरता. If you eat properly, if you chew properly, you know when you should stop. I have been done this experiment, or every now and then I keep observing this. Within myself, and sometimes I watch others also. And what is that? The first time the burp comes as a result of taking food, the first burp that comes, we must stop there. The body is telling you, enough. I'm full. Sometimes it can be after 1 chapati, sometimes it can be after 2 chapatis. But if you keep eating, as I have mentioned already, in the proper manner, then small quantity, more nourishment. It's not by more food you will get more nourishment. No. It needs to be digested properly. If you chew it more nourishment will come. Only little bit is required then. Such food tastes good at the time of eating it, and it also produces good effects. The sattvic person has a special liking for such food. Now watch other things. The sattvic, when we eat the sattvic food, we do not feel sleepy after the food. Our stomach doesn't bloat. We don't become heavy after the food. See, these are all signs. Continuing, where are we? 131st. 131st. एवं गुणलक्षण सात्विक भोज्य जान आयुष्यांचे त्राण नीच नवेहे येणे सात्विक रसे जवदेही मे हो वरिषे तव आयुष्य नदी उससे दिहाची दिहा सत्वाची कीर पाळती कारण हाची सुमती दिवसाची ये उन्नती भानू जैसा आणि शरीरा हनमानसा बळाचा पैकुवासा हा आहारू तरी दशा कैची रोगा हा सात्विकू होय भोग्यू तय भोगावया आरोग्यू शरीरासी भाग्यू उदयले जाणो. He says, Jnaneshwar Maharaj is saying, such are the characteristics and effects of sattvic food which promotes long life. If we are eating all the points that I have mentioned, some points Jnaneshwar Maharaj is saying, some points I have added which are not given here. Take note of that. Chew properly, eat fresh from the market, not fresh from fridge, with a happy disposition. Eat it as prasad, offer it to the Lord and then eat. That point has not been mentioned here. When we offer it to the Lord, then there is no question salt is less or mirchi is jada, ya it's cooked or uncooked. Your mind goes. We never question what the prasad is. Whatever the prasad is, with sugar, without sugar, we just accept it as the blessings of the Lord. Thank you. So have that develop that attitude. And when we do all these things, it will promote long life. Not only long life, but a healthy life. All our healths are lifestyle diseases nowadays that the human beings are going through. All lifestyle diseases. Junk food, fast food, make the food for the whole week and keep it in the fridge. Daridri. So we came to Australia for what? For having a good life. And what are you eating? Fresh from fridge. India was better. Every day वो सब्जी वाला नीचे आता था, उसी every day we used to buy the vegetable and cook it fresh. Every day the milk was brought fresh. Every day the vegetable was brought fresh. So is this a better lifestyle? Then he says, when the cloud, he said something else, ना? कहाँ पे गया वो? In the previous section, just as the words from the lips of the preceptor bring about great transformation of the mind. When we come to satsangs, when we are in the presence of masters, we are hanging on to their words. See? Many masters I have seen, they are angry. And even then the disciples or the devotees, they are still waiting to be scolded, because that scolding is a blessing. See? It brings about a change. They feel that they are purified. That was previous. I did not comment on that. That's why I took that. Now continuing in the 132nd OV. When the cloud in the form of sattvic food floods the body, the river in the form of longevity becomes swollen day by day. I have already explained. So when the predominance is of sattva within the body, then automatically such a body will live longer. In general, food cannot cancel the prarabdha. Remember this. Food cannot cancel the prarabdha. If the prarabdha is already determined that after this lecture I am going to conk off, as much fresh food I may eat, nothing can stop it. But in general, it is noticed that the uh, uh, the life gets has longevity, and because of the and with good health, not with full of diseases. Then second example taken, just as the sun is the cause of the advance of the day, this kind of food is suitable to nourish the qualities of sattva. So just as sun is the cause for bringing about for advance, that as the day is going along, it is because of the sun. So also the sattvic quality at a very very gross level, at a physical level, the more sattvic food is taken, all these teeny miny ailments of uh, joint pains and stomach aches and gases and hiccups and headaches, and all this is because of two things: not no fresh food and lack of exercise. That's all. There is one more third thing which comes to my mind, and that is we should do both: eat food and do exercise joyfully. Not cringing all the time. आज क्या बनाया? Pumpkin. Oh, I don't like pumpkin and I have to eat. Guy, how will it going to nourish you? You are already crying. How's the day today? It's cloudy. Again, it's a cloudy day. How are you going to be happy in the daytime then? How's the day? It's sunny. Oh, it's too much sun. I can't handle it. When the summer is there, I like winters. When the winters are there, I like summers. When the pumpkin is there, I like Karela. When the Karela is there, I like pumpkin. Keep running away. Keep complaining. No. We have to interact with the food. Now, remember what I mentioned in the beginning of this lecture. All the stimuli coming to the senses are food. Interact with joy, see with joy, listen with joy, taste with joy, smell with joy, feel with joy, think with joy. See, very quickly, it doesn't take too long for the transformation to happen. But how can I have been living like this, this is my... Mind is it is not you, it is the mind. Mind is a creature of habit. Once you start something new, it will start thinking in that manner. It's just a question of habit. Now, so many days we are running around here and there, traveling here, traveling there, going to work. Now everyone is stuck at home. We have got used to it. Interact with that. Array, what an opportunity. Never in my life I'm going to get 6 months in my home without no need to go out anywhere. Fantastic. Interact with it joyfully. अरे यार बाहर भी नहीं जा सकते, can't even go out, can't do this, can't do that. You have a choice. Either you complain and be miserable with everything that life is throwing at us, food, or we interact with it joyfully. That choice remains with us. Physical and mental strength is also promoted by this food. Then how can ailments affect such a body? When the mind is fresh, when the mind is light, when the mind is joyful. See? And this disposition of the mind is being supported by the food that you are taking in. Is supported by the food. Even if you take the eating food that you are talking about. You can't go wrong. So physical and mental strength, health will be good, and mentally also, because you are eating fresh food, the pranas are still. Overcooked means we are killing the prana. Another point that comes to my mind is when you cook the food, chant the name of the Lord. Do it, cook it joyfully. Every day I have to cook the food. Nobody comes to help me to cut the vegetables. Ah, wah, 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 wah. Only complaining, crying. Then everyone will have a constipation next morning. See? Because you did not cut the vegetables with a joyful disposition, nor cook the food, only complaining, comparing that every time I have to only do it and others are not helping me. What is this life? Only cooking, cooking, cooking. Nobody is ever satisfied and nobody wants to do anything. Only I have to do it. Can, chal raha hai. How can health come? When the energy, the person who cooked is continuously whinging. Take the name of the Lord, sing bhajan, गुनगुनाते रहो भगवान का नाम, गाने, अच्छे अच्छे गाने. चला जाता हूँ अपनी ही धुन में. Today when I went to your house, तो उस समय गाना चल रहा था, चल अकेला चल अकेला चल अकेला. बड़ा ब्यूटीफुल, इतना बढ़िया. उसके ऊपर पूरा सत्संग हो सकता है उस गाने के ऊपर. चरय वेती चरय वेती चरय वेती, ऑल बाय योर सेल्फ, इन योर सेल्फ. तो अच्छे अच्छे विचार करो. थिंक गुड थॉट्स, डिवाइन थॉट्स. इवन सो व्हेन यू आर ईटिंग फूड, डोंट वॉच टीवी. किसका घर तोड़ दिया, चाइना वर्सेस ऑस्ट्रेलिया, ट्रम्प इज लाइक दैट, इंडिया चाइना standing opposite each other, ready for war. This person committed suicide and you are eating food. And what are you thinking? All those unwanted thoughts there. That's the energy that is going in. Protect yourself, Baba. Protect yourself. Be 100% available to every bite. Be aware of the juices that are coming out of that one bite which you are chewing over and over and over again. See what nourishment will come. Not like dogs and lions. Only, what do you call that? Swallow. No chewing. They can't chew. They don't say, this is without salt, I am eating meat, I want no sugar also, no spices also. Whatever they get, they eat. They don't have any like or dislike. Human beings have. Human beings have taste. They also have, but they don't recognize it. We recognize it. Physical and mental strength is also promoted by this food. Then how can ailments affect such a body? If a person takes such sattvic food, he enjoys sound health, and as a result, he becomes happy and makes others happy. As a human being, we are a communal being. We like associations, we like contact, we like interactions. We are a social animal, as they say. But is our presence, is our speech, are our actions promoting joy, laughter in other people? Or our presence, we arrive and everyone runs away. आ गया भूत, हिटलर आ गया, भागो ना. respectful reverence and discipline out of fear and discipline out of respect and reverence, these are two different things. So when we interact with people, are we always barking? Are we having a sweet voice? Are we is our presence nurturing other people's growth? See, so all this, somewhere it depends upon the nutrition that we are taking in. Continuing in the 136th OV, आणि सुखाचे घेणे देणे निके उवाया ये येणे हे असो वाढे साजणे आनंदेसी ऐसा सात्विकू आहारू परिणमला थोरू करी हा उपकारू सभ्रम सबाह्यासी आता राजसासी प्रीती जिहिरसी आथी करू तया ही व्यक्ती प्रसंगेगा. हो गया. हाँ. And as a result, so his activities bring happiness to all and joy to him. See, whose activities bring joy to all and joy to him? Who can you remember in your life that whatever that person does brings joy to you? Even if that person slaps you, it brings joy to you. Think. I'm asking. Who is that person? Have you got any person in your life?
Our child.
Yes. Whether he does poo-poo or pee-pee, whether he does vomiting, whether he pulls your hair, whether he destroys your what do you call that, तुम्हारा ड्रेसिंग टेबल पे सारा क्रीम पाउडर ये वो लिपस्टिक विपस्टिक, मम नेवर गेट्स एंग्री. अच्छा, उसका कौतुक करती है. Look how he is doing it. Oh my God. And now if your daughter does it, what will happen? You replace it. See? Whatever that child does. One day, one person, after Krishna Janmashtami, they came over and we were having coffee at my place, at my mom's place. And the father was very excited, and that kid was, the girl was dressed as Radha. And very cute small thing. And while the arti was going on, she went and took the prasad, actual prasad, and she ate. And we said, okay, Krishna has taken the prasad, and we have a live Krishna here. And it happened like that only. And then afterwards they came here and they had coffee, and the father wanted to show off that this young kid is able to now say 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D. She was only 2 years, 1.5, I think, 1.5 to 2 years, 2.5 years, something like that. And first she danced on some song, showing off. She didn't want to sleep. She wanted to be part of the whole, we were all awake. And then she was tired, but the father wanted to show off more. Beta, say A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, and then she forgot. No, say 1, 2, 3, 4. She said 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, he lifted her. Again, no, say no. A, B, C, D till the end you say. She looked at him like this and gave him one on the face. 2-year-old, 2.5-year-old. Did the father become angry with her? No. We find reasons not to become angry. That the child must be tired, it's already 12 o'clock, this is her sleeping time. But this type of thinking doesn't go through our mind when it comes to adults. We don't give them the benefit of the doubt. We immediately judge them. put them into a box. How dare they do that? Don't they know that I am the mother, I am the father, that we are elder? Is this how you have to behave? So his activities bring joy to all. And this is what happens. Realized masters, one of their three expressions, Balvat, Unmattavat, Pishachavat. Balavat, they start behaving like children. And don't worry, all the grown-ups, they also, as they get older, they start becoming childlike. But they are childlike with a crankiness. It is not that pure childlikeness. Because as they get old, they have not learned how to control their mind. They have not become wise. They have not become matured. They have got a load of unfinished, unfulfilled desires of their long life that they have lived. And now they have the desires, they have a fresh mind, healthy mind, but the body which is not, supporting or able to manifest their desires for them. Then the crankiness, and we say it is childish. We are not talking about that. We are not talking about senility. We are not talking about that crankiness. We are talking about if we are maturing in the right manner, again the second childhood, which is in old age. And when that person behaves like a child in the old age, then the nature, the people around, they come to support you. But if you are cranky and obstinate like a child, you create a racket in the house like a child only to satisfy your desires, because you have not, in general, you have not become a calm person, you have not matured. Other people catch it straight away. Then what will happen to such elders? Nursing home. और कहाँ जाओगे? Destination is already prepared. Nursing home. Because we want to call ourselves Hindu. We want to follow the scriptures. We say we are the Vedic people. We are following the Sanatan Dharma. We are born into it. But we don't want to follow the progress. We don't want to follow the Vanaprasth stage. We don't want to follow the Sannyas stage. You don't have to go anywhere to do that. It's a mental thing. But if we prepare ourselves, now responsibility is over, grow to Vanaprasth, the minimum dependence on anyone, even on your partner, minimum dependence. Dependence only on the Lord, only on the divine, continuously remembering the divine. That is maturity. So, such a sattvic person's activities bring happiness to all and joy to himself, because now he starts living in joy without a reason. Before, we were used to experiencing joy if things go conducive. But now I am happy for no reason. This is maturity. This is wisdom. See, if this is not happening, we are going wrong somewhere. In this way, the sattvic food produces good results and proves beneficial to the body both internally and externally. Now I shall tell you, as the occasion demands, what kind of food is dear to the Rajas type. So therefore our lifestyle is that if we want to go for tourism, we go for pilgrimages. If we want to go and visit, we go and visit the temple. If we want to take spiritual drink, we take the tirtham, achmanam. See? So it's all in our system, it's there. But we want to, what do you call, reinvent. And because we think, मैं भी तो 30 मार खा हूँ, I am also someone. I have done this, I have done that, I have migrated here, I have become that, I have become rich, I have become a sannyasi, I have become a... And then we start demanding. Then we start controlling. Then we start invoking. Rather than maturing within. So this was about the food. Now we'll see what is the rajas type of food. This is in the 9th verse. Katvam lalavanat yushna, Katvam lalavanat yushna, Tikshna ruksha vidahinaha, Tikshna ruksha vidahinaha, Ahara rajasasyeshta, Ahara rajasasyeshta, Dukkha shokamaya pradaha, Dukkha shokamaya pradaha. Katvam lalavanat yushna, तीक्ष्ण रुक्ष विदाहिनः आहारा राजसस्येष्टा दुःख शोकामय प्रदाः. In the 9th verse, he says, foods that are very bitter, sour, salty, very hot, pungent, rough, and burning are liked by the rajas type. They produce discomfort, misery, and sickness. See, if we are already eating this type of food, suddenly to go to spiceless food, it will not be possible. Then what do? You eat this food, but eat it as prasad. Eat it as the way I have explained it before. Automatically, your urge will shift towards the sattvic food. Automatically, it will happen from inside. You don't have to make any conscious change. You don't have to change your palate. You don't have to change your tastes. The demand will come from inside. Yaar, it's giving me too much trouble. And you will start wanting to eat the sattvic type of food. So, Jnaneshwar Maharaj says here, he is given a bigger commentary for the Rajasic food. Tari mare une kalakut, tene mane ze kaduvat, kachuni yahuni dasat, amlahana, कणिकीते जैसे पाणी तैसेची मीठ बांधया आणि ते तुलीच मेळवणी रसांतराची ऐसे खारट अपाडे राजसा तया आवडे उन्हाचे निमिषे तोडे आगीची गिळी वाफेची आसिगे वातीही लाविल्या लागे तैसे उन्हें मागे राजसूतो वावदळ पाडूनी ठाये साबळू डाहारला आहे तैसे तीख तो खाये जे घाये विणरूपे आणि राखे हुनी कोरडे आत बाहेरी एके पाडे तो जिव्हा दंशु आवडे बहुतया परस्परे दाता आदळू होय खाता तोगा तोडी घेता तो शो लागे आधीच द्रव्ये चुरमुरी वरी परवर ढिजती मोहरी जिये घेता होती धुआरी नाके tonde. I chanted one extra till 135. So he says here, the food which is bitter but not fatal like poison, kalakut, poison. The food which is bitter but not fatal like poison, which burns the tongue and is sour, which is mixed with salty ingredients in the same proportion as water is required to moisten the flour, is liked by the Rajasic type persons. If we eat, this is observation, if we eat too much bitter and sour food, then the joint problems increase. Osteoarthritis, joint problems increase if you eat too much of a bitter and sour food. So here it is told that Rajasic people like to have lot of bitter, lot of sour and lot of salt. He likes to eat food so hot that it is like swallowing fire. If this you find in Pune, you want varan bhat, varan straight from the gas has to come and be poured onto the rice. The tea has to be hot, hot. The tongue must burn. Only then I'll drink the tea. Otherwise, ये कोई चाय है? मतलब चाय का टेस्ट तो है ही नहीं, सिर्फ गरम 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 ही टेस्ट किया. He likes to eat food so hot. It could be spicy also. That you are on fire from the top also and bottom also. Sometimes it's okay to check whether your entire track, because if you the space, it's a completely open tube from here till the exit at the back, to see if the system is working, the line is clear. Eat sometimes spicy, find out if the line is clear. So here he says he likes to eat food so hot that it is like swallowing fire. You know, in Goa, you go Goa, Vindaloo. Vindaloo food. It's only spices. You can't taste anything in that. He demands such hot food that a wick can be ignited by the steam arising from it. Jnaneshwar Maharaj's examples are unique. He says that he demands such hot food that a wick can be ignited by the steam arising from the spicy food or the hot food. He takes food as hard as the tip of iron crowbar, which hurts him without causing a wound. We want to eat the dry fruits just like that. We want to eat the carrots and celery, and if cows can eat raw, why can't we eat raw? Roughage. Our system is not made for it. Sometimes it's okay. Which hurts him without causing a wound. He likes food which is dry in and out like ashes and gives a burning sensation to the tongue. He enjoys eating solid food for chewing, which he has to grind his teeth. He likes to eat such hot and pungent food with mustard added to it that his nostrils and mouth smart under it. खाना मुंह में गया नहीं कि पसीना आना शुरू हो जाता है. You start sweating. Eyes start watering. Nose start leaking. And then I have मजा आ गया खाने का. And this is same thing. If our eyes are interacting with the food called form, and oh my god, my child, I'm seeing you after such a long time, and the tears are coming out, the nose is leaking, rajasic emotion, again rajasic. So whether this food, these are the symptoms. When you are emotional rajasic, same symptoms or similar symptoms. He likes to eat such hot and pungent food with mustard added to it that his nostrils and mouth smart under it. A spicy dish, rayate, which surpasses fire, is giving a burning sensation, is dearer to him than his life. Not satisfied with this kind of food, this crazy person swallows fire in the form of food. Huh? So he is not eating food, he is not tasting food, he is not chewing food, he is not enjoying the various flavors that are coming in the food. What is he doing? Extreme sensation. Extreme sensation. After eating cloves and dry ginger, he rolls on the ground in great pain and goes on drinking water without a stop. I remember when we were working in Middle East, at that time we used to eat such spicy food, my God. And 52 degrees in the daytime in summers there. 52 degrees. AC also, it's working at its maximum, but never enough. And in that, on the days off, we will make something like this spicy, because I was living with two Goanese people. Vindaloo they used to make. And then we had this chilled orange juice and and afterwards, जो drink को drink afterwards, अरे यार बहुत हो गया, अब सौंफ ला के दो ना, सुपारी दो, हाजमोला दो, बहुत खाना बहुत हो गया, गैस हो रही है, अब क्या करें? किसने कहा था इतना खाने के लिए? This is not really food, but it is like eating something which excites and wakes up the serpent in the form of ailment. When we eat bitter food, sour food, hot food, spicy food with too much masalas, we are inviting, Jnaneshwar Maharaj is saying, ailment. I have already told you. Too much rajas. Another way, too much vat. Rajas is vat. Sattva is pitta. And tamas is kaph. In Ayurveda, these are the three. And what is the way to go beyond? The three must be. At the body level, they will never be. There will always some shift. But predominance is sattva. Then we can go beyond the three. So are we living on a daily basis, on a daily basis, looking forward to what our tongue demands? Or do we have a disposition? Okay, whatever the Lord wishes, that's the prasad. Let's make something. Ailment after ailment immediately raises its head. Where are we? Oh, I already read. We'll read from here. आधीच द्रव्ये चुरमुरी वरी परवडिजती मोहरी जिये घेता होता धुवारी नाके तोंडे हे असो उगे आगीते म्हणे तैसे राईते पडिये प्राणा परवते राजसासी गा ऐसा न पुरोनी तोंडा जिभा केला वेडा अन्न मिशे अग्नी भडभडा पोटी भरी तैसाची लवंगा सुंठे मग भुई घासे जे खाटे पाणियांचे न सुटे तोडोनी पात्र ते आहार नव्हती घेतले व्याधी व्याळ जे सुतले ते चेव वावया घातले माझवण पोटी. Till here we already saw the English commentary. Now from the 151st verse. तैसे एकमेका सळे रोग उठती एके वेळे ऐसा राजसु आहारू फळे केवळ दुःखे एवं राजसा आहारा रूप केले धनुर्धरा परिणामाच्याही विसुरा सांगितला आता तया तामसा आवडे आहारू जैसा तेही सांगो चिळसा झणे तुम्ही तरी कुहिले उष्टे खाता न मनिजे तेणे अनहिता जैसे का उपहिता म्हैसी खाए. He says in the last few OVs, ailment after ailment means disease after disease immediately raises its head, vying with one another to overtake him. Meaning the diseases have competition within. Sometimes headache, then the knee pain is trying to defeat the headache, that I am more powerful. Then the stomach is competing with the other two, I am more powerful. And the race is going on, vying with one another to overtake him. In this way, Rajasic food yields only the fruit of misery. O archer Dhanurdhara, thus I have described to you the nature of Rajasic food with its effects. Now I shall tell you the nauseating food which the tamas type persons like the buffalo which eats hash of grain, bran, etc. He eats only petrified and leftover food and does not pause to think that it will cause him harm. We are also like that only, majority of us. What is the tamasic food? Fresh from fridge. What is tamasic food? Microwave. What is tamasic food? Don't stop talking to me. Idli dosa. Tamasic food. What is tamasic food? That which is fungus. Have you ever seen in Europe? It is it's a delicacy. Blue cheese. Have you seen blue cheese? Blue vein cheese? Gorgonzola, you have heard of gorgonzola? And similar types. That is fungus inside. That blue color in the cheese is the fungus. See? And that's a delicacy. What is yeast? When you put yeast in dosa, you keep it to ferment. Fermentation is tamas. Therefore, after a particular age, we must not eat too much yogurt. Drink matha. Matha या क्या बोलते हैं? The thin buttermilk is okay with more water, but should not eat too much yogurt. It will create more joint problems. So let's see what this one says. In the 10th verse he says, what are the, हो जाएगा. यातयामं गतरसं पूति पर्युषितं च यत् उच्छिष्टमपि चामेध्यम् उच्छिष्टमपि चामेध्यम् भोजनं तामसप्रियं भोजनं तामसप्रियं यातयामं गतरसं पूतिपर्युषितं च यत् उच्छिष्टमपि चामेध्यं भोजनं तामसप्रियम्. He says in the 10th verse, the food that is kept overnight, tasteless, smelling badly and stale, as also unclean, leftovers of a meal is preferred by the tamasic type. I don't have to explain too much, because our lifestyle in the name of progress and prosperity is like this one. Jnaneshwar Maharaj says, Nipajale anna taise dupahari kaye re divase ati karete tamase घेईजे नातरी अर्ध उकडीले का निपट करपोनी के गेले तैसे ही खाय चुकले रसा जे ये वो. जया का आथी पूर्ण निष्पत्ति जेथर सुधरी व्यक्ति ते अन्न ऐसी प्रतीति तामसा नाही. ऐसे निकही विपाये सदन्नावर पडा होय तरी घाणी सुटे तव राहे व्याघ्रू जैसा. का बहुए दिवशी बोलांडिले स्वादपणे सांडिले शुष्क अथवा सडले गाभेणे ही हो. तेही बाळाचे हातवरी चिवडिले जैसी राडी करी कासवे बस वैसोनी नारी गोता बील करी. He says he eats with great relish the food cooked in the morning, at noon or the next day. So we are, maybe because of this lockdown, our eating habits have changed. We are eating fresh. Otherwise, in the morning, 7 o'clock, we are ready to rush to go to work, prepare the children to go to school, and get the meals ready for the whole day so that it's all out of the way. So we can enjoy our favorite show in the evening when we get back. Then I have to do nothing. Everything is already ready. And some dhurandhars, they keep it ready for the whole week. And they mark Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then what do you do on Saturday, Sunday? Whatever is left over, mixed and make a new dish. And what do you eat? Nee, chapati is too hard to make, Then what to do? Get the ready-made chapatis, the frozen ones, kutumba. Otherwise, those ready-made, the frozen chapatis or the khobs, and then come and heat it up or freeze it and then you eat. We are all doing it. I'm just bringing it out into open. That it is not healthy. He also eats food half cooked or half burnt, and also the food which is not savory. We should not eat half cooked food. What is half cooked food? If you go to Italy or in Australia also, if you go to restaurants, they never give you cooked rice. They always give you al dente rice. It is still hard from inside. If you go to Italian dishes, take Italian dishes, all al dente, it is uncooked. Inside it is still a little bit of hardness is there. One hairline. And that which is not savory, no flavor to it. He does not like savory food or food which is well cooked. If by chance he gets wholesome food to eat, he keeps it like a tiger until it gives a foul smell. Until it gives a foul smell. Never eat fresh. Then what you will do? You'll cook today and keep it in the fridge. And what will you eat today? What you cook? Why don't you eat what you cook today? No, no, no. Yesterday's food I have to finish. So Daridri, they will cook the food every day, but eat yesterday's food. Prarabdha hai bhaiya. Who can help? So every day they are making fresh only to eat stale food next day. Pathetic. Until it gives a foul smell. He eats from one plate along with his family food that was cooked many days back. So again, sattvic food is eaten freshly. I went 2 years, 3 years ago. After Kailash Yatra, I went to one Vaidya Grama. I had this frozen shoulder and frozen neck and continuous migraine type pain and gas. Probably because of all this, I went there. 21 days I was there. Every morning, half hour before breakfast or 1 hour before breakfast, they will start cooking for all the people there. And you will get fresh food. Lunch, 1 hour before they will cook. There was one cook for every 8 people with a separate kitchen. Someone sent me there, one lady from Sydney. 21 days of absolutely fresh food, no spices, only natural tastes. Only वो तड़का जैसे मैंने बताया था जीरा मोरी का बस. Only little bit of ginger or little bit of garlic here, sometimes. But no masalas at all. No garam masala, no dhania powder, ये वो कुछ नहीं. In 21 days, all my frozen shoulder became okay. My headache went away. Otherwise, I couldn't handle the sun. I had to cover my eyes. I had to remain in dark room. I used to prefer that because the moment I go out, the brightness used to start. My head used to start thumping with pain. So here the answer. I'm seeing this, that it's all because of the wrong food. Then where are we? He eats from one plate along with his family. That means there is no hygiene maintained with his family. Food that was cooked many days back, that has lost all its flavor and has become dry. That which has rotted or become infested with worms, or food that has been crushed and squeezed by children like clay, or a hodgepodge made by or there is a dish called bodana in Marathi made by married and virgin women sitting together. Must be I don't know if there are Marathi people there, they can tell me if there is something like that. Still, bodana. Then continuing, ऐसे निकषमळे जे खाय तय तया सुख भोजन ऐसे होय परी येणे ही न धाय पापिया तो मग चमत्कारू देखा निषेधाचा आंबुखा जया का सदोखा कुद्रव्यासी तया अपेयांच्या पाणी अखाद्यांच्या भोजनी वाढविजे उतान्ही तामसे तेणे एवं तामस जेवणारा ऐसैसी मेचु हे वीरा तयाचे फल दुसरा क्षणी नाही जे जेव्हाची ते हे अपवित्र शिवे तयाचे वक्त्र तेव्हाची या पापा पात्र झाला तो की यावर So here he says, when he eats such foul and dirty food, he feels that he had a satisfactory meal. But the wretch that he is, he is not even satisfied with such food. The marvel of it is that he craves for food or drink which is prohibited by the scriptures and which is not fit for eating or drinking. What is not fit for eating and drinking? Packaged food is not fit for eating and drinking. Fresh from fridge is not fit for eating and drinking. Old food is not fit for eating and drinking. You can read it yourself afterwards, all these things again and again, till it clicks. Then that he keeps craving for that type of food which is not fit for eating and drinking. O brave Arjuna, he is very fond of such food and he reaps the fruit of it immediately. And what is the fruit of it? When he partakes of such food, he commits sin, because tamasic food, stale food, then what are the thoughts that are going to come? Tamasic thoughts. Then the diseases that will come are equally what you call tamasic diseases, which don't go away that easily. See? When he partakes of such food, he commits sin. So all stale food with foul food, unsavory food, that is tamasic food. All the spices, bitter food, sour food, all meats, that is all rajasic food. And sattvic food is that which is fresh, is that which there is no meat there. It's all grains, vegetables, fruits, naturally available, without indulging in what you call minimum destruction is made. So how do you know what to pluck? If you go to a mango tree, are you going to pluck a mango? If you're going to pull the mango away from the tree, then that mango will not be sweet. You see? Then which mango or which apple, that the moment you touch, it comes in your hand. Minimum force. Urvarukamiva bandhanat. Mrityormukshiyamamritat. See? Whether pumpkin or cucumber or ghiya, when they become ripe, the mother plant leaves them. It's ready to let go. The mother plant. Same way, the tree is ready to let go. When the mango is ripe, when the apple is ripe, when the pomegranate is ripe, you touch and it comes in your hand. You don't have to pull, you don't have to struggle. Because that struggling is going to shake the whole tree. You are disturbing. There is so to atone for the sin of plucking the fruit away from the tree, what do we do? Jai Shri Krishna, Hari Om. Can we do the same? I want to eat, take an arrow, take a gun, Hari Om, I want to eat meat. Pathetic, man. The sin committed is more compared to getting fruits and vegetables. And the maximum sin is when you eat putrefied food, tamasic food. Again, looking at it from a different angle, sattvic food gives you sattvic thoughts, rajasic food will give you rajasic thoughts, and tamasic food will give you tamasic thoughts. Tamasic thoughts will keep you in the loop of ignorance, nidra, alasya, pramad. The rajasic will make you daimonic, the karta bhav, the ego will be strong. And in sattva, the attention will be on purity, on elegance, on dissolution, on wanting to know that which is beyond sattva, rajas, tamas. A tamasic person and a rajasic person cannot handle what is beyond these three. They don't even want to know these three. Now in the 166th verse, he says, यावर तेजे जेवी तेजेविति भोजन म्हणावी पोट भरती जाणावी यातना ते शिरच्छेदे काय होय का आगी रिघता कैसे आहे हे जाणावे काई पाहे परी साहा तुची असे म्हणवनी तामसा अन्ना परिणामुगा सिनाना न सांगोची गा अर्जुना देवो म्हणे आता ययावरी आहाराचिया परी यज्ञुही अवधारी त्रिधा असे परीती ही माझी प्रथम सात्विक यज्ञाचे वर्म ऐक पासु महिमा शिरोमणी. He says, when he takes such food, who this tamasic person, this person who takes the tamasic food, when he takes such tamasic food, he does not feed himself but stuffs himself with trouble. Stuff. What do you mean by stuff? Those people, if you are one of them, after every meal you say takiya kalam, a default statement, yaar aaj zyada kha liya, I have eaten a bit too much today. After every meal you are saying the same thing every day. This is, you have stuffed yourself. When he takes such food, he does not feed himself but stuffs himself with trouble. By eating such food, he experiences and suffers agonies somewhat like that of a person who is being executed or who has entered a blazing fire. So said Lord Krishna. So these fires are from within. The burning stomach, the burning eyes, the burning mouth, continuous burning reflexes. It's because we are not eating in control. We are stuffing, we are not chewing. It's because we are eating stale food. It is because we are eating fresh from fridge. It is because we are not offering it to the Lord before we eat. Take all the points that I have mentioned which are apart from what Jnaneshwar Maharaj has said. Then it will help. It is because when we are eating, we are watching TV. No. Keep chanting the name of the Lord. With every bite, with every chew, Ram, Ram, Ram. The effect of the tamasic food is not distinguished from the tamasic disposition. Now, sacrifice is also of three kinds of. Now, sacrifice is also of three kinds like food. O noblest one, I shall now tell you the characteristic of a sattvic sacrifice. Sacrifice tapasya. So, in this way, it is, if we are on the spiritual path, Oh, but Gajanan Maharaj used to love thecha. Gajanan Maharaj used to love thecha. He used to love pitla, zunka, thecha, mirchi, and bhakri. We will also eat like him. Well, he used to, if you read his biography, he used to eat from the garbage dump. Go and eat first there, then you can indulge in thecha. Don't try to copy the actions of great masters. Put their words, what they have taught us, through examples, through stories, through their words. Take those words and implement them in your life. Oh, Gajanan Maharaj used to wear like this, he used to walk naked, I am going to walk naked. That is not, people will put you behind bars. So we have to follow their teachings. We don't have to follow their actions. The actions in the body are taking place for great masters. They are taking place because of the prarabdha, because of which the body came into existence. But the individual has vanished from there. He has come to realize he has got no attachment or detachment from the actions that the body is taking place, going through. Because he doesn't consider the body to be him. Story over. But we are attached to our body. We are the karta, we are the bhokta. That is how we feel that at this moment. So go through these points, or listen to the talk again, all the pointers that are given, and all you have to do is be aware. Be aware that I want to move towards the sattvic, and things will start falling in place. You don't have to make major changes in your lifestyle straight away. All you have to start is offer it to the Lord, think of the Lord while eating, be aware what is the sattvic disposition as given in Bhagavad Gita, and allow the Lord to do the rest. Slowly transformation will come about. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Next week we'll see the 3 types of yajna, not tapasya, yajna, the sacrifice. Sit quietly for half a minute and then we'll conclude. Hari Om.